Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Andreina and I make random videos about our day-to-day life. And today we are headed down to the house yet again for our pre-construction meeting. My brain blanked out earlier. I don't think it'll be long. One of our friends told Jasmine that this meeting doesn't take long, so hopefully it will not take too long. And then we will be headed to Waffle House. I'm so excited about Waffle House. That's probably the only thing I'm looking forward to. No, I'm kidding. I'm looking forward to the house stuff. All right, let's get into today's video.
Good vibes, good vibes, good vibes, good vibes. Only need good vibes, good.
Half later, and we are here. We're 7 minutes late to our appointment. All right, children, we will be back. We're leaving them on doggy mode in the car. I also made the mistake of not bringing sunglasses today, but we'll see. Did doggy mode stay on when you? Okay, yeah, doggy mode stayed on. How are you feeling?
Good.
This is Jasmine's extent today.
Already got the house, girl. Just gotta plan. Sick.
I know. So this is just, I guess, confirming everything. So nice and quiet.
That's why I like hearing nothing.
Oh my God, guys, last night, our neighbors clearly were going through something. It was like 3 in the morning and somebody was throwing up. People were fighting. It was just a lot. A lot. And I had a horrendous migraine last night. I still have it today. But, yeah. So let's do this. And, yeah. I'll see you guys in a second. Need this one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so this is really just the precursor to construction. So I'm going to lay out some stuff here. This is all stuff that you've seen before.
Okay.
And this is really just an overview of what we've done together, or confirmation, making sure if you don't think of them today, it's okay. Because you can just call
Now our
or
questions will be
message
rerouted.
You can always come to me though, still. I'm still here. So go ahead and kick it off while I get myself.
Yeah, well, it's nice to meet you guys finally.
I know.
Get through all the different varying processes of the house and make sure we deliver you a quality house at the end of it. So any questions you have going forward, you can direct them to me. If it's a numbers question, they keep me in the dark with a lot of the number stuff. But I know where to reach out to, whether it's Amanda or mortgage or settlement. So I'll be able to get you answers, whatever comes your way. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I want to make this as stress-free process as possible. That's kind of our game plan. To take all the worry off your plate and put it on mine and Amanda's. So,
That's what we're here for.
yes.
For you guys to enjoy it.
So we'll have kind of a weekly update system that we've been doing called Photo Circle. Amanda's going to send you the link to get you started with that.
Yeah.
Basically, every Friday I like to take a few pictures and I'll put some captions in there, or maybe I'll even get brave and do a video of voice recording it myself, but just
If we do that, it's going in like the what do they call the vault?
yeah. But anyways, just to give you a kind of brief overview. No problem.
Need another pen? I knew it. I was like,
Thank you.
Just to give you a brief overview of kind of what happened that week. Road, you can do that all day long. No one is gonna bother you there. But yeah, if you want to come on the lot, just give me a heads up. I'd be happy to meet you.
awesome.
Outside construction is not allowed, meaning that you can't hire a blind company to go hang blinds before we're done, or get surround sound wiring in a room before settlement.
Yet.
Just
Not
so,
yet.
Get away.
so we can guarantee the house is built exactly how it's supposed to be, no interference from other people, and pass along those great warranties to you.
Picture of this.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
She's like vlogging too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that. I vlog for my YouTube channel. I just came in, brought my camera up. Sorry, I forgot to tell you. What do you want? Me?
Just phone numbers.
Yeah, it has all of our numbers.
You're
Just
so,
put your ring on it.
right? Very like like your phone or something.
There you go.
Good?
Yeah.
Okay, so I've given you guys these. You can follow along. You can keep this too. This is just an agenda of what he's going through.
Okay.
So this is going to be the same piece that I'm going over. I'm going to go line by line through it, and we're just going to confirm, make sure that all of the selections match what we've signed, essentially.
Perfect.
So if you have any questions, please stop me. There's going to be some times, like during this, that I'm going to get into some construction jargon. I really glaze over that because I don't know if that interests you any more than it interests me. If it does, ask Bill. Okay. But I'm gonna go line by line, okay? So you guys can follow along there. Starting at the top up here, okay? So again, you're kind of seeing that, what we call like our designator combo, showing which home site that you're building on. We're building
Tissue, if you have.
Definitely, if you have an ejector pump, you want to be more careful about the wipes because it actually has a blender basically in there and they can cause. But if you're using wipes that are, say, plumber safe or anything like that, then
Yeah,
you
because my
shouldn't
mom
have
is
any issue.
like already fussing at us about that. I'm like, let me just ask.
You've got a
question.
30-inch sewer line that'll take everything
Yeah.
out. So yeah, unless you flush an entire packet once, then no, you should be
Yeah.
good. And I am in the wipe camp too. So
Yeah, okay.
I've never had a
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
That was on the list.
It's a
It
good
was.
It was on the list.
It was
It
on the
was
list.
on the list of questions, by the
question to
way.
ask. See, I can't. I'm on septic, so I wouldn't be able to use them
Yeah,
anyways
the
because they
septic
don't
tanks.
break down as easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
as toilet
Even though they
tissue, so-
say flushable, they're not.
Yeah. So, anyways, good question.
Chicken coop electricity.
Oh,
For heating
so
and stuff?
that was a question I had because we plan on having chickens. We're gonna submit all that fun stuff. So we don't need it. It's solar power. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Never
I
mind.
take it back.
Ah,
Our
there you
chicken
go.
coop is gonna be solar powered
Okay.
for their heat and light and all that stuff.
I
Take
mean,
it
I'm
all
sure
back.
someone can run it. We wouldn't be able to, but someone could get in there for you.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
absolutely had to.
All right.
But solar is probably the better way to go.
Yeah.
Yay.
Then after the sewer, we have the propane tank that I've marked back here. We have a couple stipulations. I get to move it around a little bit where I want to set it, but we have to keep it at least 10 feet off the property line, at least 10 feet away from the house, and no farther than 125 feet from the road, so they can stretch that hose out and fill it up when necessary. So, and I, of course, inside that building restriction line as well. So I typically try and shove it as far over as I can in this corner, and it sounds like this is the area you guys are really going to be focusing on for future stuff. So I'm going to shove it back there and kind of orientate it, kind of in line with the house. And trying to conserve as much space. The only thing you'll see with that propane tank is a black top, a circular top like this, maybe sticking out about a foot and a half out of the ground.
Okay.
That's fun. No.
Everything else will be buried.
Flowers.
I was
He
like,
said they changed it, which I didn't know until this morning, but they don't look exactly like that anymore, but it's the same
I don't even know
concept.
which one's I'll
The
look
little
out.
helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll have 1,000, or roughly, they don't fill it exactly to the max. They normally put about 800 to 900 gallons in there, but you have plenty of power on tap, which is awesome. Especially, you lose power, you can still cook with it. You can still use your fireplace. It's really, really nice to have that kind of energy on demand that only you draw from. Your neighbor's not going to drain the tank. You're gonna,
Yeah.
You're gonna-
How is our water gas heated? What type
Yes.
of water heater? So that's perfect. So if we lose power for some reason, we will still have warm water.
Yeah, you would
Okay.
need some type of because it does use both electricity and gas. So you would have to maybe have a generator or battery
Yeah, and
backup
we
of
want.
some
Yeah,
type.
I remember I put that on the list to get
We
generated.
install that.
Yeah, that's us. After the fact.
Or, I mean, even if you had, I don't know how much power it needs, though.
It's not super. It's not. It's mainly gas powered. So the electric is mainly for the ignition source.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't. If you had a generator, you could run an extension cord down there.
You drive steps.
And then in the front yard, we'll have the front porch stoop right there, met by your lead walk, which is your little private sidewalk that goes to your driveway. Your driveway ends here, and then this is called the apron that kind of slopes down to meet the angle of the asphalt road here. And then, of course, you have the sidewalk going in front of the property the entire length.
Cool.
Give me some fun questions. What you got?
I actually don't have it.
Landscaping.
Landscaping, yes.
Yes.
So,
Wow, that.
Yeah.
so when we get close to the end, we get a final survey of your lot. Well, they'll come and they'll put property corners everywhere. We have a change in direction of property. So for your lot, it'll just be 4 corners. And what they do is they drive a piece of rebar, a metal piece of rebar about this big, down into the ground, and then they'll put a stake next to it or a ribbon, something to draw your eyes to it. And then that rebar is very fixed in the ground. It can't be moved or knocked around, so it's a very accurate property corner. And then when we bring the landscapers out, they will pull a string line from property corner to property corner to property corner to property corner and lay sod exactly to your property line and cover everything on your lot. Since you don't back up to any woods, that's the only place we typically stop. And then underneath of your covered porch here, we'll put mulch instead of sod because the grass won't live too well under there. But you're going to have sod property corner to property corner.
What's sod? Sorry, English isn't my first language. I was just about to Google what is sod. But I was like, wait, I can ask you.
Yes. So sod is basically ready to go grass. They cut the grass and roll it up, and it comes in pallets. And so when we roll it out, it's beautiful green grass right away. Instead of seeding and strawing and taking time to build the yard up, it comes with about an inch of topsoil with it. So it's a great starter lawn, and that's kind of what we want to give you guys, the best starter lawn we can to start with. And then the life of the grass is the main thing that we don't warranty as Ryan Homes, just because it's droughts, people don't water it, things like that. It's very independent of how much you want to put into the grass is how much you're going to get.
Speaking of that, if do we get 1 or 2 hoses? 2. And where are they Are they like on each side of the house? Or are they like freestanding elsewhere?
Gotcha. Yeah, there'll be one on each side. Okay. Roughly in the middle of the house.
Okay.
They don't
have them on here. They usually don't.
Yeah, they don't mark them on the
perfect.
plans. Those are on the plans. They usually just started putting it.
they don't normally do it. But I was pulling it up so you could show it. But give or take, it'll be in that general
Okay, so
area.
but it'll be on either side.
Correct.
And then, well, we haven't even thought about a sprinkler system, but okay, as long as we have on both sides.
So I'll get the yard installed at least a couple weeks before we walk through or before settlement. So we'll be watering it, and I pull no punches with Ryan Homes watering money. I just water it, make sure it's nice and saturated.
Thank you for watering our grass.
And so for 2 weeks, I'm giving it a heavy dose of water, and then after 2 weeks is when you start kind of cutting back to eventually by a month after install, you may, depending on if we get rain, if you got no rain whatsoever, the grass really only needs to get wet a little bit in the mornings once every 2 to 3 days.
Okay.
So it's not too bad.
I used to do it growing up. Yeah.
We will install sprinklers on top of the ground for those 2 weeks. And then the landscaping company they've rented to us for 2 weeks, and then they're supposed to come back and pick it up. But they will leave you a couple hoses, a couple sprinklers, and actually 2 timer boxes, which are the most expensive part of
We get sprinklers?
You'll get a couple
Outside, not in
like
ground.
they're above ground, but
Like they're above
still
ground,
ready to
like
go.
stretch a hose out.
Gotcha.
But at least you'll have, to his point, you'll have some hoses
But we'll
ready
have
to go so you
hoses
can
and
move them
stuff like
around.
that.
And the timer boxes are really cool. We just started giving those to customers because they let you set a timer to pick when your yard gets watered and kind of spread the zones out.
So that's perfect. Because I was thinking about it. Because how I grew up was getting up early in the morning with a hose.
Oh my gosh.
Doing the whole yard.
Well, I mean, sprinklers are great. If you guys wanted an underground system, you can. There's a few people that I've seen through here, but that would be at your expense. They're a little pricey. I would say that you're probably going to spend anywhere between like $500 to $7,500 for this size yard, but it's completely up to you. But at least they'll set you up for success.
Yeah. But at least that's something we got to worry about right at the beginning. Okay.
Yeah. And then see what else to talk about here. So the roads over there, much like the roads here, will be accepted by. That just means 3 foot 0 inches wide, and then 5 foot 0 inches tall.
Okay.
And so that's how they call out window
Windows are almost
sizes.
as tall as me. Wow, I'm so little.
You'll have a few other sizes in the house, but that is the majority. I'd say that's 85% of the windows in the house.
Okay.
To put anchoring. Oh, you want to put an anchor for a swing bed on the porch?
Oh, yes. So I want the swing bed for the porch. When they're doing construction, am I able to like say like, hey, we plan on putting like a swing here and it needs to hold 1,000 pounds? Like, are we able to put something that reinforces that?
Technically not really. I'm not supposed to add anything extra, and I don't know a swing guy necessarily.
Yeah,
swing guy.
Like I said,
the company does it themselves, but I
Yeah.
had that because I didn't know if that was something we could do during construction. But if not, the company.
So it's really not that. It's very accessible on top. The ceiling of your covered porch.
So it's gonna be back here.
Oh, back here
this
on
one.
this covered porch.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's even easier actually because you have more to kind of go off of.
Yeah.
But this soffit, which you see here, the vinyl soffit running this way, it comes apart very easily to be able to take it down and access the framing.
Well, I don't have anything else.
Me either.
Yeah, it just says like these are household pets, but it says do not create a nuisance or annoyance to surrounding lots of the neighborhood. It must be in compliance to the county regulations.
Yeah. So the county definitely we can't have roosters if it's a certain amount.
Yeah.
Like I didn't want roosters anyways because then we'd end up with chicken math and have 48 chickens when we started out with 2.
Yeah, we don't need that. We don't need those issues.
Solid 10 chickens. This was another thing. Is the grout sealed in the bathrooms in the laundry room upstairs?
So it is not sealed.
Okay.
That's a recommendation we have if you want to preserve the grout. Sometimes sealer will work. Other people choose to kind of let it deteriorate and then put new grout over top or take it out. But yeah, we don't do any sealer on any of the grout.
Okay, that's fine. Nope, that's it.
Yep.
This is great. Oh, sorry, sweets. Yay! So I'll be able to price out our fence, even though we said we weren't doing it like right at this moment. But
Okay. So
I'm so excited, y'all. That was a heavy meeting. There was so much.
Yeah.
But it was good. I'm happy he's gonna check the exact measurements of our lot, like as far as the fencing thing, so we can get an accurate price on fencing, even though we said we're holding off.
Yeah.
But I'm curious.
Yep.
Because if we don't have to hold off, then great.
I'm glad we didn't get the full porch. Because it doesn't look as grand it looks like on paper to me.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we wouldn't be using the full porch anyways.
Yeah.
Because we have a covered back porch,
Yeah.
you know?
I'm happy with our selections.
Yeah, I'm not...
I'm happy about not having that third bathroom because I noticed the elevation is different.
Yeah. Well, I know if we would have had the time to go with it, we still wouldn't have done it because it would have changed the walkout option. And we didn't want to change that.
And I noticed that about the houses that have that third bathroom upstairs. They have the little window. And they have 2 peaks. We have 1 peak.
Yeah, for that reason. All right, I'm not taking you guys along with us the rest of the day. So that's it. That is all we have for this video.
We want to talk to y'all.
I don't. I'm doing house stuff now, and I'm trying to create a balance between life and social media. Oh, and my battery's dying anyways. All right, guys, I love you. That's all we have for this video. We will see you guys next time. Adios.